weather. We have great seasonal food, fruits and produce all over the area. What we'd like to talk about today is Brussels sprouts. I'm Vince Picciotto. This is Teaching Kitchen. We call Brussels sprouts a superfood because they're packed with vitamins K, vitamin C, anti-inflammatories, antioxidants, and they have great cancer-fighting properties. Today we're creating balsamic roasted Brussels sprouts with sun-dried tomatoes, pumpkin seeds, and cranberries. So let's get started. Okay, so now we're going to prepare the sprouts. So when picking out sprouts, you want to make sure you get them all kind of the same size, because you don't want to cook different sizes. You can see in some of these on display, they come in a variety of sizes. We're going to stick with the smaller ones for now. The smaller ones are actually a better flavor for it. We're going to clean the stubby end of the sprout. The leaves are going to probably fall off. Save these leaves. These leaves are great for crisping, frying, great for garnishing. If you don't want to use the leaves, save them for your composting bucket. We're going to cut them in half lengthwise, from top to bottom, so we can do that, okay? And there's going to be a reason why we're going to do that. Let me prepare a few and get those going. Okay, so we got all these Brussels sprouts cut, and what we're going to do is we're going to put them in a bowl, leaves and all, and we're going to drizzle them with salt, pepper, and some great olive oil. Some people like putting them on a sheet pan and drizzling the oil over it. Personally, I like mixing them in a bowl, infusing the oils with the seasonings. It gets a lot better. Now what we're going to do is, we're going to put these face side down, and there's a science behind it. So let's start putting those in there as soon as I mix these nice. Alright. So we're going to put a little oil on our sheet pan. It's great. Spread it out. So the reason why we put them face side down is, when you put them face side down, the bottom will sear and it'll trap some air and some moisture, and the inside of the Brussels sprout will kind of steam. A lot of people, you can put them either way, but I found that this is the best way to do it. Okay, so now we have them ready on a sheet pan. I put a little bit of oil on it. They're seasoned. They're separated face side down like I was talking about before. We're going to put them in a 300 to 75, 400 degree oven, approximately 20 minutes. If we face side down, we're going to get a good caramelization. Let's go take a look. Okay, so now the time's gone off. It's been about 20 minutes. Let's see how it looks. Here we go. Beautifully roasted. We're going to let this chill down, and then we're going to toss it with our dressing, our sun-dried tomatoes, our pumpkins, and our cranberries. So now that we have our dry ingredients, let's add wet ingredients. We have some olive oil, balsamic vinegar, honey, and we're going to toss. Wow, that looks great. So this can be eaten hot, it can be eaten cold. It's delicious. All right, so let's plate some. And that's it. Balsamic roasted Brussels sprouts, sun-dried tomatoes and cranberries with toasted pumpkin seeds. I'm Chef Vince for the Teaching Kitchen.